Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to teach you how to tune a low horsepower drift car inside Forza Horizon 5. You can use it for tandeming. Oh, he's going to hit me. Oh, well done, Blake, well done. You can use it for tandeming or just low horsepower shenanigans all over the map, wherever you want it. Doesn't matter. This is going to show you how to build a nice low horsepower drift car inside Forza Horizon 5. Let's get straight into it, shall we? So we're going to start inside the upgrade shop. Conversion, you want to change the drivetrain to a rear wheel drive car. Then in the engine swap, I haven't changed it. We're going to leave it as standard. I want to create a low horsepower drift car. So we're going to use around 400 to 450 horsepower. Try and match what your friends are running. I mean, my Toyota 886 is 330 horsepower, I think, but it works perfectly fine in that car. This one needs a bit more, so 425. I'll show you how I did that. Air and appearance, you can change that if you want. It just puts a body kit on it. Tyres and rims, this is very important. Tyre compound, you want to have stock tyre compound on it. And then on the front tyre width, you want to put it halfway up to have it fairly wide on the front. On the rear, you don't want to change it at all. You want to keep them as small as possible on the rear of the car. Then we want to back out of that. We want to go into drivetrain. You want to put this on transmission, race transmission. Then you want to put a race drive line in it. And then we want to put a drift differential in it. Back out of that. And then we're going to go into platform and handling. We're going to put race brakes on it. Then we're going to put drift suspension on it. And then we're going to put anti-roll bars front and rear for race. Chassis, we're not going to put anything in that. Then we're going to go into weight reduction, and we're going to put weight reduction on it to make it as light as possible. And then we're going to back out, and then we're going to go into the engine. And in the engine, all I've done is try to get the horsepower up to about 400 to 450. So I've put only a certain amount of things on in here. So you can see I put that on, and then I've only put, well, I put that on, and then on the next one, I think I've only put the middle one on yet. And then in the exhaust, I've only put the street exhaust on. And then all the way up, you can see I haven't even put any turbos on it. It's got the standard turbos on it. I haven't adjusted them at all. All I wanted to do was get it up to around 450 horsepower. And that was all I did. And then we're going to go into the tuning now. So this is the most important part of tuning a low horsepower drift car. Tyre pressure. On the front, we want 32, but on the rear, we want to max it out completely. We want the least amount possible of the tyre touching the ground. So when you increase the air in the tyre, the surface of the tyre that touches the ground decreases. That's why you max it out to make it spin as much as possible, as easy as possible. I'm going to go into gearing. You can see all of mine are shortened right up. So I push the final drive right up to 4.64. Then I've shortened first by pushing it up, look, or pushing it down, pushing it up. Then I've shortened second by pushing it up. You can see it moving, look, it's shortening. I mean, I don't want to do that because I liked it where it was. And then I've tried to keep third and fourth quite long, but the top speed of this is only 146 miles an hour. That's because we're only going to do low speed drifting in this car. In alignment, you want to max it out on the front to 5. On the rears, I put it up to 2.8. On the toe in and toe out, I put in 0.2 on the front and then 0 on the rear. Caster is maxed out to 7. Anti-roll bar, front and rear, are both soft and soft again. Springs are soft and soft again. Ride height is decreased all the way down so it's slammed to the ground. Dampening is soft and soft again for bump stiffness as well. Aero, don't even change that. Braking is pushed all the way to the rear at 0%, and then braking force is only 40. The reason I do that is because I use left foot braking a lot when I'm drifting, and I don't want the car to have too much braking force, and I want it all to be pushed to the front wheels. And then we go into differential, we push it up to 100 on the front, and then, or on acceleration, and then 80 on deceleration. That is how I build my low horsepower drift cars. If you want to check out a tune basic guide of what everything means, check out my other video on drift tuning. So if you like that, give me a like and a subscribe, and check out my other videos.